There's a reason Ronin is known as the best crypto gaming chain, releasing not one, not two, but 7 new games that they have onboarded onto the Ronin network. Today we want to take a closer look at them, at least some of them, at least the pixelated ones, because while it is exciting to see a game like Off the Grid with amazing AAA graphics, more often than not in crypto gaming it's been proven that we prefer pixelated style games. Just look at the game Pixels. I mean, look at even Axie Infinity, which was the only big mainstream crypto game, although not necessarily pixelated. It does have that nostalgic feel to it that we all crave. And I don't know if it is about the nostalgia or if it's because they're easy to play, very easy to get into. These pixelated games, especially games on Ronin, are the games that people keep choosing over and over. So today we're gonna go over 7 pixelated style Ronin games, most of which you can play right now. And without further ado, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe now, because we're trying to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we do it, there's gonna be a massive giveaway, and currently 69% of you watching these videos are not even subscribed. I mean, it's a cool number, don't get me wrong, but come on, what you doing? You're gonna get free videos every single week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Inspector. Welcome back to the Mind Blow Show. Let's do this. Game 1, we got Tatsumeeko, and this is actually 3 games in one. I'm gonna play the trailer for the mobile game is coming, but this, as I said, it's 3 games in one, and one of those 3 games is actually a Telegram game, and it's going to be the first ever Telegram game given to you by Ronin. Well, technically, they're just on the Ronin network. This game is not developed by Ronin, but still, pretty cool. So what is Tatsumeeko? Well, first of all, this is their main game. The trailer we're watching right now, of course, 2D pixelated style. They call it 2.5D though, and it's a simulation RPG game where players control their avatar, and it's like a story-driven journey where you can customize your character and crypto implementation and all the fun jazz. Then the third game, which I'm actually most excited about, is called Tatsugochi, which is gonna be like a Tamagotchi style game. If you've ever had a Tamagotchi, if you're old enough to have one, or rather old enough to have had one, this was a big thing back in the 90s, and I don't know any kid back in high school that didn't have a Tamagotchi, whatever. It's this little pet that you gotta take care of, you gotta feed it, clean it, and that style of game, especially if it's gonna be a Telegram game, would be super cool, but apparently it's gonna be a Discord game. For some reason, they went that route. And their third game, which is out right now, is called Lumina Hunt. Also, Tatsumeeko Lumina Hunt. And as you can see, for some reason, it's not loading for me. Well, not for some reason, I know the reason. There's too many players trying to play at the moment, being the first ever Telegram Ronin game. Anyway, this is the trailer for the game. That's what I can play right now. And it's actually very simple. You have an energy bar, and you can capture these little Pokemon-like creatures with it. Once your energy bar runs out, you gotta wait for it to replenish, or, well, if you've leveled up in the meantime, it's also gonna replenish. Once you captured 4 of them, you can start an expedition. You send them on an expedition, and they come back with loot. Now, this game is going to be play to airdrop. It's been hinted at that you earn these Vabloons, and then later on, these points will be able to be redeemed into their Tatsu token. Next game, Kuroro Wilds, another game that had the Kuroro ecosystem. So this is Kuroro Wilds, their main game, and there's also Kuroro Ranch, which is another Telegram game, and I'm actually playing this game quite a bit. And if you want the referral links to any of these Telegram games, all of them are going to be in the description down below, as well as in the first comment. There's going to be a link that leads to our Telegram lounge. We're going to be able to find all the links, all the games mentioned here today, all the referrals, all the codes, anything you'll need. Obviously, another pixelated game from the top-down perspective. It is sort of 2D/3D, kind of 2.5D mashup, as they like to call it. Well, the gameplay loop in of itself is pretty simple. You got these beasts that you can capture. It's sort of like a Pokemon/Pal World kind of thing, where you capture these little beasts, you battle with them. But apart from that, you can also earn the Kuro token, which is a native token powering the Kuro Beast ecosystem. It has a fixed supply of 1 billion tokens. Now, this game is not play to earn, it is play to airdrop. A lot of people get this wrong. They think if I say you can earn the token, that immediately means you jump in, start playing and earning like Pixels. No, this is an airdrop game. You farm points that later get converted tokens based on how many players play the game. Those points can be worth more or less. If there's a lot of players, obviously they're going to be worth less because they have a limited prize pool. Now, that's the model that most games go. As far as Kuroro is concerned, there's a 70 million Kuro token airdrop that is happening, and they're doing it in 2 phases. The phase 1 has ended, and we're currently in phase 2. So 35 million Kuro tokens to be gotten from playing this game. So you can accumulate the points both from the Telegram game, Kuroro Ranch, and from Kuroro Wilds, which is the 2D pixel pixelated masterpiece of a game that I absolutely enjoy playing. So I like a lot of these pixelated games, don't get me wrong, but some of them do stand out, like Kuroro and like Pixels. I love Pixels. Unfortunately, Pixels is not what it used to be at the moment. But anyway, we're gonna talk more about Pixels a little bit later on in the video. So the airdrop is scheduled to be sometime in the late Q4 of 2024, which will then lead to the TGE. In my opinion, this may even be pushed to early 2025, but anyway, that's just my opinion. Until we have a precise date, I'm not gonna hold my breath. So there we go. Next game. You can see the style of games that Ronin goes for. This is another one that's in that style, in the 2D top-down pixelated game. And, well, this is a list about pixelated video games. So this one, at least the gameplay loop, is more similar to RuneScape. If you've ever played old school RuneScape, that's what it's going to be more similar to, rather than the modern type of games like the next ones we're going to talk about later in this list. So this game is called Cambria, MMORPG. Token tickle is gold. It is free to play. All of these games are free to play. And the early alpha to this game will launch mid-October, so a little bit like 2 weeks from now, something like that. And they have two games, or rather two game modes. So the one we're looking at right now is the Gold Rush game mode, which is sort of the RPG version of the game. And then we also have the Dual Arena, which is a risk-based 1 versus 1 PvP mode where players can wager Ethereum in order to battle someone else and then either get their Ethereum or they lose the Ethereum that they have wagered for this battle. There's peer-to-peer trading, over-the-counter swaps, so P2P and OTC for those of you who like acronyms. And then unfortunately they will have an energy system in the game, as most MMORPGs that are crypto based need to have either an energy system or super low drop rates, one of the two, in order for the economy to work. So with that being said, we'll see how it's gonna be once it comes out in 2 weeks from now. Next game, Pixel Heroes Adventure. This is one with a huge airdrop. So they have two tokens. They have the ADVTR token. They should have probably used 3 letters for this instead of 5. And then also the second token, which is M Gold. So this is an adventure game, adventure-based game, but it's also an MMORPG, and it's coming to Android and iOS by the end of 2024. Set in a vibrant city, which is overrun by monstrous giants and all the other crazy lore-based stuff that I can say about this. I know most of you are not gonna care too much about the lore up until the game actually does come out, but it is available for pre-ordering the game, the Pixel Heroes Adventure MMO, on iOS, so you can pre-order it right here. But we do have a date. A closed beta will kick off on the 22nd of October. Apart from that, they have social campaigns, they have a tap to earn game, so another Telegram game, and here is the play to airdrop schedule and details. So in total, they will have 25 million of the ADVTR token, and the final allocation will be based on your play points. So very simple as to how it's going to work. So it's tap adventure play points plus Pixel Heroes adventure play points, and then times the multiplier, and you will get your ADVTR token for that. As you can see, most of these games have multiple games within them, and the next game, well, oh, hold on, sorry. And the next game is no different. Well, actually it is. It's called Infomon, first of all, with very intricate mechanics. As you can see, I'm here in the Git book, which is sort of like a white paper where you can see all the statistics that go inside of the game, and it's quite broad. There's a lot to cover here as far as the mechanics are concerned, but at the end of the day, it's not too difficult to play. Their coin is called Amon, and you can start earning Amon through quests. This is an off-chain currency of the Infomon world. The closed beta test of this game has just ended, and we're awaiting the global launch. Most likely they're waiting for the full migration onto the Ronin network, kind of similar to what Lumitera did when they have migrated to Ronin. So we're waiting for that before the global launch. That is Infomon. Infomon is a browser-based Pokemon-inspired blockchain game, and here I can add it to my browser right away. And this is not something you see every day. I can log in with my Twitter, so we're gonna do that right now. Then you do need to put in someone's invite code that has not been used in the past. So if you don't have that, you gotta wait for the global launch with the rest of us. Next game just finished their open beta, and this is the recap. So this is the Forgotten Runiverse, ranked #1 Web3 RPG by DAP Radar, ranked #4 overall Web3 game by DAP Radar, almost 1 million unique active wallet, over 1 million hours played, 35 million bosses defeated. There's a lot that happened here with the Forgotten Runiverse. Well, the only thing that didn't happen is an airdrop or a play-to-earn system. Because the way to earn in this game, well, the earning opportunities, is you can mint in-game items and trade them as NFTs. Now, I do like that in games like Lumitera, where I also have another option to do regular play-to-earn. In this game, you don't have any other option. So hopefully they're gonna do an airdrop at some point in the future or something to bring us in, because all these other games offer airdrops, earning opportunities, and if you offer just NFTs, I'm not sure how many people are gonna be into it. Apparently, or at least that's what I thought at the start of the open beta. Apparently, with over 900,000 unique active wallets, people like it. So there you go. Do you like what you see in the Forgotten Runiverse? It's a pixelated RPG game, MMORPG, where you play as wizards. Sounds super fun. But at the end of the day, if it's your cup of tea or not, is up to you to determine. That being said, final game. Pixels. It is Pixels. Final game is Pixels. My favorite pixelated 2D MMO game. I love Pixels. Such a shame to see what they have done to my boy Pixels. So let's check out the research here that my researchers sent me. So there's very specific research and documents and links to every single one of these games except Pixels. We go down to the Pixels port. Overview. It sucks. Doesn't mean that the game sucks overall, it just sucks right now. No one is earning pixels from the taskbar right now, even high-level players. We're waiting for Chapter 2.5 update to see what kind of new things the game brings in. They had an event in Barney's Bazaar where you could have a little bit of a different way to play the game, and they're adding all these cool new elements, but what happened to the taskbar? Why can't we earn any more tokens at the moment? Why is everything so terrible? All of that. Oh wow, there's so many people making wine. Are you kidding me? Can I have any materials on this account, I think. So, yeah, but anyway, Pixels always has a special place in my heart. We're waiting for the new update to see what Pixels gonna bring us. Thanks for watching. I'm leaving.